everyone, it's Debbie Dews here from Home Pressure Cooking, and today I'm just jumping on real quick to make a pork fried rice for dinner. I'm going to start my pot on saute because that's the first thing you need to do. And I added a little canola oil to the bottom. For this recipe, you only need a few simple things. You're going to need some thin sliced pork, some carrots, some onion. Hey, welcome. Woohoo, finally got you note. Oh, good, Sandy, I'm glad. So it worked when you put that setting on? Just to see first, because I told you I couldn't see that from my page, how to do that. So I'm glad it works. Sorry, I'm kind of cut off here halfway. My kitchen scene behind you guys is a real mess, so I'm opposite today. We're getting some work done. Okay, good, Sandy. If I have to peek a little closer, I can see the comments today because I set a little tripod up that I can see you guys. So welcome, replay viewers. It's Debbie Dews from Home Pressure Cooking. Hope you can join me live. If you can't, you can catch the replay. And we're just doing a quick pork fried rice recipe. It's actually my son's favorite thing to order when we go out to, an Asian restaurant or Thai food. He loves anything, rice and pork. So I thought I would try a homemade version of it. So I cut up about 2 pounds of thin sliced boneless pork, kind of just cubed it up. And then I chopped up some pretty rainbow color carrots. I kind of did those thin. I diced and sliced up 1 yellow onion. I have 1 egg that I cracked already and beat up in the bowl. You can use water for this recipe when I cook the rice. I'm going to use water and a little chicken broth just for flavor. And then what else do I have? Salt and pepper. And you can't use instant rice. I have Uncle Ben's long grain rice that, would typically take about 25 minutes on top of the stove. Okay? So first I'm going to throw in my onions. This should be nice and hot. You can hear it sizzling. And then my carrots. We're going to saute this for about 2 minutes. Get it nice and brown. You know how when you have pork fried rice, they have those little bits that are nice and brown and sauteed. Of course, they do theirs in, on a big skillet and lots of butter. So this is just a little canola oil on the bottom of my inner pot. So then after this sautés for about 2 minutes, I will throw in the pork and then get that nice and brown. So thanks for joining me. Debbie Dews here from Home Pressure Cooking. I'm getting very excited. I have some new products coming out very soon. They're all products that I have tested and tweaked and kind of made them better in a sense. And, I really love them. So I think if I love them, that you guys will love them as well. So I'm excited. But yesterday I was talking to my mom and we were talking about, what a great addition this pot would be for young mothers. I really, really wish it was out when my kids were small, because how many times my husband would come home from work and I was exhausted, toddler, typical mom of a toddler or 2 at the time, and I didn't feel like cooking, so we ordered pizza, or I had my husband, stop at Kentucky Fried Chicken. It was all like bad choices. So this pot really is an awesome gift idea if you have a daughter, daughter-in-law, and she has a couple small kids, and You know, we could really relate to knowing how exhausted you are at the end of the day. And you want to make healthy choices too for your kids. And you don't always get to do that. So this is Sauteing. Nice. I see somebody else hopped in. Hi, John. That's a very old friend of mine who just joined. I knew him when I was 15 years old. You remember those days, Sandy, right? We all do. So, yeah, my mom's like, gosh, Debbie, these are such great gift ideas for young moms. And you know, when people don't know what to get their daughters and their daughter-in-laws. And, you know, I don't think it's an insult at all to say, here's an Instapot. I think it's like the most brilliant, nicest gift you can really give them, and they'll thank you. I also just had a friend of mine today. She came to visit me like 3 weeks ago, and her husband's always up on the latest and the greatest of gadgets, and I was shocked he didn't have an Instapot. Well, she said no sooner did they get home did he go buy one, and he has used it every single day. She said, Debbie, you created a monster with this thing. She said, but I love it because he's cooking all the time. So men love it too. All right, so that's been sauteing for about 2 minutes. And now I'm just going to add in my diced pork. Like I said, about 2 pounds. Thin sliced, no bone. I'll add in a little salt and pepper. Lots of pepper, little salt, and then we will stir that around and get the pork nice and brown too. Sorry if I keep squinting a little bit, the steam is kind of going in my eyes here. I am home alone today, just for about another hour or so. And I will keep this on warm when it's done, and then my husband and my son and myself will enjoy our pork fried rice. So after this is all sauteed, which onions, rainbow carrots, and the pork, I'm going to take everything out of the pot, and then that's when I'll add in approximately 3 cups of fluid. I think I'm going to do 2 cups of water and 1 cup of chicken broth. And then I'll add 2 cups of rice. I'm going to hit the rice button and put the lid on, put the vent on, and then about 8 minutes is what I'm hoping. You know, rice and beans are tricky in the pot. A lot of trial and error go into those. So this is almost all brown. Right now all I have in here is the onion, the carrots, and my diced up pork. And the key to this is just getting it lightly brown and sauteed, taking it out. Which I'm going to say this is pretty good. I think it's ready to come out. It's so fast in saute mode in this pot. I love it. Let's see if I could get a different spoon. This is a meal too in itself. Like, I'm not going to make anything else to go with this because we have our meat, we have our vegetables. You have everything you need, really. I'm going to turn this off. If you get a little burnt on the bottom, you could always just, add a little water and scrape off the bits with your spoon. It comes right off. Okay, so that's nice and sauteed. Doesn't that look pretty? This will go back in the pot momentarily. Right now, I'm going to add, I'm debating on 2 cups of broth or 1. Like I said, you can use all water. think I'll do 1.5. These are measuring bowls, by the way. Little plug for Pioneer Woman. The little cups have the measuring unit inside. I love them. They were a birthday present recently. All right, so I put 1.5 cups of chicken broth. And now I'll do 1.5 cups of water. So you have like a total of 3. All right, then I'm going to add 2 cups of rice. And as I mentioned, I am using the Uncle Ben's long grain rice. 1, 2. Make sure all the rice is submerged in the pot. I'm going to add the egg, which I could have done that when it was fried, but I'm doing it now because it will definitely cook. And then I'm going to add the meat back in. I do too, Sandy. I love them. They're so colorful and so pretty. Great patterns. I have one of her tablecloths that I actually used for curtains in my kitchen. I cut them and I made the cutest valances. I did it in the winter with some of her napkins too. They're reasonable and colorful and a great way to budget decorate. So, all right, so everything is in the pot now. Going to submerge everything. Put the lid on. Okay, close it. Hit seal. And I'm going to hit rice. It says for 12 minutes. So I guess it'll be 12 minutes it is. Valances, autocorrect is dumb sometimes. Oh, I missed what you said. I'll go look. All right, so that is that. We'll see in 12 minutes. I'll probably just wind up taking a picture and snapping it on my Facebook. If you're new here, I'm Debbie Dews from Home Pressure Cooking. You can join my private Facebook group, which I would love to have you. We just share some recipes, tips, tricks, and whatever else you find useful regarding pressure cooking. I will have my own line of goods coming out soon, and I am very excited about it. All tried and true, like I said. If I don't like it, it's not something that, I would want to put out there. But I use them, I love them, and you're going to love them too. So thanks for joining me. I hope to see you back again. And sorry it was just me. It's not as much fun when my husband's not with me. I was hoping my younger boy would have joined me, but instead he went out with his friends. Could you imagine why a teenager would want to go out with his friends and not cook with his mom? So, I don't know. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. Catch up soon. I will read all your comments and answer. One egg, Pam. I'm going to share the recipe too on my website, so stay tuned. Thanks.